What up guys, James here, aka the Pomp, and today we're going to be looking at a water-based product. But real quick, some updates, or rather just one update. White Pomade, re-release this Friday, February 20th, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Same place, we'll go and aim for the Anchor's website, or maybe the Etsy. I'll let you guys know. We just don't want to deal with the whole crash again, because last time, too many people tried to go to one place, and it basically literally crashed. So we're trying to avoid that this time. But like I said before, when we initially made the idea, or rather created this collab, we wanted to cook up 500 jars. 500 jars was too much to cook in one day, so we only cooked like 310. So now we decided, I guess there's enough people who like missed out, or rather enough people who like wanted, that we were like, all right, let's just go ahead and make that 200 and reach our initial goals again. And then after that 500 mark is hit, done, no more white pomade. White pomade will disappear off the market unless someone's like reselling, which would be pretty smart. You can make a good profit. Anyways, those are the updates, or rather that is the update. And today we'll be looking at Cool Grease XXX. Now you might be like, what the heck? I've never seen this one before, because this is actually a relabeling of the cock grease. I think it was like cock grease XX. But anyways, it was the cock grease before. Headline asked me to hold off because they were actually going through a relabeling, repackaging into what you see now. And so essentially it's still the same formula, or at least it looks like the same formula. And I've used the other cock grease a few times, so we'll be able to compare. And as far as I'm aware, it should just be a face relabel. But yeah, we'll start off the review like any other and go ahead and start looking at the jar. So here it is, Cool Grease XXX, still made by Cool Grease, or rather by Fine Cosmetics. This is the larger jar, as you can obviously tell, and it actually carries a little bit over double what the other jars we've looked at carries, which is 210 grams. White jar, black lid. Opening it up, you have the yellow pomade on the inside, and it looks a lot like the Cool Grease red and Cool Grease blue, except now it's yellow. They definitely didn't change the smell of this pomade. I mean, when I first tried it, it still smells the same, and so I literally like almost want to eat it. It's like a mix of Haichu and Capri Sun. And so it smells a lot along the lines of like the Cool Grease blue. And also, like I said before, it looks a lot like it. So scooping it out, the interesting with the Cool Grease line is that like it has like the gel-like texture, or rather like the normal like water-based gel pomade that we typically assume it to be. Like it has that same texture, but the Cool Grease line has not dried, which is really impressive. So definitely the Japanese people have a different way of formulating their water-based pomades. And so of course it's really easy to apply, not many issues at all. It is going to be heavier than the Cool Grease red and blue, so I do feel that extra grippiness, because the Cool Grease red and blue are actually like super easy to apply and like super soft, I say. I mean, this one's soft as well, but this one has an extra like grippiness to it. And because I've been like reviewing a lot of oil-based pomades and just using white pomade a lot for the past like few weeks or few months rather, it's nice to step back to like a fruity pomade just to change it up, just to like get something new, you know? I mean, I don't really like fruity smelling pomades. Like, I don't want to have something that smells good and edible in my hair, but variation is always nice. Alright, we should just need one more scoop and we should be ready to go. Alright, for everything good, we should be able to slick everything back now. It actually feels really nice. Everything's slicking back really nicely, and I have basically absolutely no stray hairs, which is really nice and something we don't often see with like American water-based products. All right, go ahead and start forming the part now. So what I'm noticing right now, it's really similar to Cool Grease Red and Blue, but there is a noticeable like reduction in terms of like the balance of the product. There's a lot more control with this one so far. And that will actually be really valuable to us because with the red and the blue, those had a lot of bounce, but they didn't have that much hold. And so this product doesn't dry, which makes it more difficult to like style with. And so with now the Cool Grease XXX with a little bit more control, less bounce, right now it just feels a lot more predictable, giving me more control. Alright, with my side slicked back, let's go ahead and start forming the pomp. Alright, let's go ahead and call this one done. As you can tell, my sides are held on really nice. Even though it does have bounce to the product, it has enough control to keep it down. Part is made nice, and the shape of the pomp is pretty damn nice, mid-height, and overall everything looks pretty good. There's a little bit of shine to it. We'll see whether it lasts a whole day. And the other products in the Cool Grease line have been able to allow the shine to last a whole day, but we'll go ahead and talk about that later. So right now, really nice consistency, soft, easy application. Shine is like a touch above matte, just like a little bit of shine. Slickness is actually really nice. Strength is good, just a good amount above like the red and the blue. And control overall is good. It is good, above average for a water-based product, and especially a water-based product that doesn't dry. Other than that, we'll go ahead and go throughout the whole day now, come back in a few hours, talk to you guys about the endurance, restylability, everything else, and we'll go from there. So, yeah, see you guys tonight. Alright guys, so back now, end of the day, let's go over the hair. So this ended up being like a lot of other Cool Grease products where the endurance was good, it did survive the whole day, but if you do take the time to restyle, you'll notice that the control actually increases significantly during the day. It doesn't harden up like the way we like associate American gel pomades to, but it does harden in a way. It doesn't dry up, but like some of the water evaporates and the product does settle, which really takes away from the bounce and also adds a lot of that dry hold, so you get this really great control out of the product, which really makes it a lot easier to style. And so if you're having trouble styling the product when you first apply it, give it a few minutes to kind of settle in. The more time the better, and also if you come back in later, then you have a lot more control to style your hair, so it's really good. So restylability is really good, endurance is also really good. Hardness, it does settle, but I wouldn't say it hardens or dries. Rinsability, of course, like anything else, it washes out completely. Other than that, like overall, this product is actually a really good product. I would prefer this one over the red or the blue Cool Grease. They all have like the same scent and stuff like that. It's all fruity scent, but overall between these three that are really similar together, Cool Grease XXX does reign supreme in terms of control and also just providing you what you need to style a good pompadour. But overall, they're actually all really similar products. So yeah, this has been a review for Cool Grease XXX. Hope you guys got something out of it. We have now completed the entire Cool Grease line in terms of the water-based products, or rather these like water-based kind of like pompadour products. But we will be now touching on their hydrophilic, or rather some of their other oil-based products, some like the charming stuff. So we'll look at that next week. Other than that, take care, guys. Have a good week, and I'll see you next week.